Is Kona Island a great place to snack?
Prince of the Bear here today. We're hanging out at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort because I want to go to the island.
For some snacks.
Yes. It's been too long. We haven't been to this in quite a bit, but they have new things. And they should have one choice of food if you want to take. But when you say the word new, here we go. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Don't leave me on the island.
It's time to foodie and chill. And here we have the Pog Juice Macaroon. Bear and I have actually tried to get these a couple of times. They sell out super fast. They are plant-based and beautiful. I'm excited to see what they taste like. They smell better than the chantilly macarons that we ordered and tried on this channel. I feel like they're a little heavy on the coconut. And I'm not a big fan of that. But outside of that, they fall apart like a macaron. I will give them a 3.5 out of 5 macarons. They're not as good as I thought they were going to be.
You know, I blame Disney adults for this because we are a weird bunch. We will buy basically anything with Pog on it, or Pog adjacent, or just Pog in your face. Pog anything, Disney adults are going to buy it. So that's how somehow we ended up with these Pog macaroons. You can see the orange guava and pineapple influences in the bright coloration. Now, I say they feel like macaroons. They feel a little bit more powdery than macaroons. So maybe it has something to do with the construction. These are plant-based as is. Interesting. The color, like exotic animals in nature, kind of scares me. I'm not really sure what it is. So we checked the ingredients. And nowhere in there does it mention coconut. That's all I get in front of the tongue. It's like I just lick coconut shavings. And after that, you get sort of like that orange pineapple guava flavor. And the coconut is so overpowering that I am not in love with that. Is it a nice that they have these in the case? You don't see vegan macarons running around Disney very often. That's great. Do I like them? It's a whole different story. I don't think that I do. So I had to be the naysayer on this one. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 claws. That just initial flavor is just too much. It's just, I'm not rocking with it.
This is a vegan, gluten-free donut. We get this for breakfast at Ohana, and it is Erin McKenna's. So I'm excited that you can also buy it over here. This is Kona Cafe to go. It's like eating a crumb cake. It's amazing. I would give that a 4.75 out of 5 donuts. I'm gonna finish this.
Erin McKenna is slowly sneaking its way into the resorts for these like grab and go treats, and I am not upset about that. The fact that you have these options, because I mean, some of the Disney options, like the black and white cupcake, that pause is meant to be pregnant, are not so great. So, was it cinnamon sugar donut? Yes. The density and consistency very much reminds me of both the hamburger and hot dog desserts that we had from Erin McKenna's recently. You'll find that video, one of these corners. Donuts, things at Erin McKenna are good, but just expect like a much more dense donut. What I usually compare it to, for those of us of an elevated mindset who have ascended the normal plain desserts, they get Krispy Kreme. This is more like Dunkin' Donuts, so slightly inferior, but it's a decent donut. 3.5 out of 5 claws. I talk about Disney adults. For me personally, I am rather gullible. It's not really hard to talk me into basically anything. Customer talked me into this chocolate covered bacon, but it's chocolate covered bacon that is spicy. So spicy chocolate covered pig innards, a little Togarashi seasoning on top. I got like 3 pieces all stuck together. The seasoning and spicy stuff only seems to be on the top one. And I can't separate them because the chocolate is like all together. So I'm gonna do the bear thing. and we're just gonna bite through all three at once. That is far more of a chew than I was expecting. And honestly, I was expecting to hate that. Chocolate covered bacon, to me, is like this very weird amalgamation of like, everybody likes chocolate, everybody likes bacon. Let's mash them up, and people will definitely like that. I usually think it's lesser as a whole combined. But this is the first time I felt that it was actually worth the price of admission. The bacon is still very prominent. There's a lot of chocolate, but it doesn't cover up the taste of the bacon. And then the spice is there, but it's not like overpowering heat. This isn't like a unnecessarily spicy wings challenge. It's just enough heat for you to feel the tip of your tongue. So it's like a 1.5 out of 10 on the spice scale. And then with the chocolate, I'd say the sweetness is probably like a 4 out of 10 on the sweetness scale, but it actually works out pretty well. If you're looking for like a vacation treat, let's see, I would recommend it. I would give it 4 out of 5 paws. I like it, and I expected to hate it. I did. Sometimes the most exciting foodie adventures just don't work out to plan.
I would like to state for the record that the macarons made me instantly sick. I didn't realize until after I had had about, 1.5, 2, immediately it came up. So any points that I gave those macarons, it's 0 now.
Yeah.
0.
That's the rule. If it upchucks, it's 0. Sometimes in rare cases, it's a negative, even. I'm excited to see the macaroons. I want to see more of them. Maybe flavors not imitating Pog. It's exciting, but not these ones. These ones are not a vibe.
I like the shell. It was the filling, I think, that was very coconutty, but I don't know what made me sick. Something in there.
We did find an unrefined coconut ingredient in the ingredients list. So that's probably where that coconut flavor. It's coconut oil. Unrefined coconut oil. Either way, if you guys have tried the Pog macaroons, have heard of the Pog macaroons, and you let us know in the comments below. If you're excited to try those, that's where we want to hear from you. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear might yeet himself into a Dole stand and never eat any other dessert again.
You heard the girl.